G'day! Welcome back to Torment, Tides of Ranmenera. I often end up saying Pillars of Ranternity, which is really annoying to discover later, because it's just a little too inconvenient to fix. Alrighty, so we have the opportunity to chat with the Dendro and get some, find out which one of them is guilty of murder. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to level up certain people. So, if I did improve skill on you, what on earth would I pick? Endurance, maybe. Initiative, sure. I mean, all of these are actual combat things. I could go with persuasion, but I actually don't want to use him for that anyway. I think I am just going to go with one of these. So let's go with endurance. Why not? Now, what else do we do with this? I also can level. So, we can go with ability or skill. Let's see what options we... Wait, no. So actually, I can just double check. I can boost onslaught. Don't care. I could also pick a number of different skills, including Eminentis. But I could also pick up all of a number of these other ones. But again, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to boost intellect. Now we've got 2 edge on any intellect task. And boy, do I have a lot of abilities. Whew. Nice. Okay, great.
Eratus. Yes, Eratus? I was just thinking how wonderful it would be if there were 3 of us.
Oh, welcome back. I see you're still on your feet. I'm helping Folsom investigate some trouble in the Undercity. Can I ask you some questions? Of course. Do tell Folsom hello from me. We are dear friends. Well, he frowns more often than I smile, but we do have a grand time when we meet, which is often. Tell me about the children of the Endless Gate. The smile fades from Mbitu's face. I do hope you're not asking for the reason I think you are. They began as a branch of the Dendro that was more impatient in their appetites. His lips twitches like the memory of a snarl. Years ago, my sisters and brothers and I chased them from the city and erased their names from every record. Or thought we had. Perhaps. He turns troubled eyes on his acolytes. No, this is the first time I've spoken with the Endless Gate in years. They can't possibly be involved. He takes a deep breath and smiles at you again. It's like watching a wrinkled sun emerge from the clouds. Could their twisted beliefs somehow have infected one of them? Where were you when Folsom's protege was killed? I've quite the amazing alibi. Is that how you say it? Alibi? He draws himself up and sets his jaw like a character of justice himself. I was with Folsom the entire night. He can tell you as much. It may not have been entirely legal what we did, but at least it wasn't murder.
Making a note.
He leans in close to whisper in your ear. I've promised Folsom I wouldn't let anyone know how he helps with things. You'll need to ask him if you want to know more. So as you can see, I'm beyond suspicion. For one thing, the priest was already dead. Okay. Those are some secrets I don't really want. So I have evidence of Dendro involved. Can I speak with the acolytes?
That.
Oh my, I suppose you have my permission. Do be gentle with them, if they deserve it, of course. Alright, let's do that. Mallet, sup, buddy? What you want, Shumley? Mbitu gave me permission to tell you about the murder of Folsom's protege, Weedle. Is that right? He says, glancing at Mbitu. The leader of the Dendro gives him a small nod. Yeah, alright. Ask your questions. For all the good it'll do here. Did you know Weedle? Heh. Yeah, I knew him. Glad to hear he's dead. You're smart and knew it. Always looking down on the rest of us. Always ordering people around with Folsom looking on, smiling. But if you're thinking I chopped him up, I didn't. I was getting drunk in a corner of the manufactory. Wonder what all the screaming was about. Damn uppity lackniver. Should have been Folsom's man, not him.
Making a note.
You know, you should ask. Kia Tower, I saw her hunched over some corpse in an alley all by herself. Doesn't matter what the meat is. People who eat on their earns always got something to hide. He nods at another cultist, and Gazay's a one to watch too. She ain't like you or me. She's a mutant, and not one of the nicer ones. And everyone eats on her, and everyone's got something to hide. Have you ever heard of something called the Endless Gate? No, strange name. Don't end much of a gate. More a hallway, right? What tell me about the other members of your family. Family? Heh, good one. I'd trust my brother over this bunch. And he tried to cut my throat when I was 5. Go on, ask your questions. What are your opinions on Mbitu? He's alright. Got half the city scared of him, the other half bringing him meat. Not bad for an old man who smiles at everyone and never raises his voice. Hoped with half that fear when I'm done. More than half. What about Kiyatawa? Something's wrong with her. And I ain't stupid. I know how it sounds come from me. Just something's broken in her. It's always getting worse. You feel eyes on you. You glance around to see in time to see Kiyatawa turn away. What do you think of Gazay? Gazay's a monster. Less than human, more of a beast. Seen her take a corpse's face off with a swipe of claws and tuck it in her mouth like pan bread. Didn't stop until the body was gone, down to the last drop of blood. Talk to Gazay if you want. Figure her out. Me? I keep my distance. Okay, other questions? Eating habits. Is that right? Not much of a mystery there. I eat people. I like it. If that doesn't answer your question, go on and ask. How many corpses are you eating? Can't give you an exact number. You eat what's given to you here, but at least one time, at midnight, I was out on my own, found a corpse lying between a stack of rusty metal. Someone just let him let it rust. To rot perception, his expression of mock regret barely masks his smile. Maybe we'll go for another walk tonight. Can't help but wondering what else I'll find hidden under things. Everyone eats it on their own. Ain't no secret. How many bodies? Nah. None of these other things. Okay, let's talk with Ksei. We welcome you back, Tenderling. Mbitu says I can ask you about the murder of Fulsom's protege. Her small eyes glow with humour, but flicker to the first leader of Dendraher. He nods. Ask your questions, Tenderling, she says, stroking the back of her hand with her claws. Even this gentle motion draws blood. Murder? How can it be murder with no body? What do you know about the murder? Oh, Tenderling, you use the wrong word over and over. There is no murder if there is no body. This was... And she used a word you cannot recognize, a gruesome combination of clicking teeth and growling consonants, and so nothing was lust.
I'll remember that.
We do not know who is responsible. She scratches her cheek. Blood spills from the wound unheeded. Kiyatara and Mallet sneak about during the night. They swallow their secrets. They identify her to serve power and hunger, not to honor the dead, not for... She uses the word again. They are not capable of such kindness. Why is she so interested in the soul that was not lust? Very strange. What's that word that you used to describe murder? That clicking, growling word? Word? Oh yes, your language does not have that word, so we use our own. She clicks her teeth together thoughtfully and then answers, We know of murder, of course. To leave a body to rot is to say that the soul inside is not worth keeping. This we punish. This decision is not for anyone to make. This word we speak is of the opposite. On my world, when one of us dies or is killed, we eat the flesh and take their souls into our body. We feel the light of them reach our corners. They becomes we, understand? You only think it's murder if the murderer doesn't eat the entire body. Yes, she says, clapping her hands together with delight. You understand. This murder is no murder. We know the details. She pronounces the word with obvious scorn. We know the details. A skinned hand in blood, circles on the wall. Tenderlings play with their food. Perhaps your murderer is young. They do not know they should finish the hands, strip the memory of the hard work from the tendons, crunch the bones, slap the blood from the floor. Tenderlings. Perhaps this tenderling thinks what I do is murder. She is wrong. Do you know of a group called the Children of the Endless Gate? We know of it, but we are not sure how. She drums her claws against her chin, drawing pinpricks of blood. Yes, bloody circles left on the side of junkyard dwellings outside the bloom. In the shadows, beware the endless gate, little women, the children of the community say. It still makes us laugh. Such sweetness. You don't think Kiyatawa or Mallet killed anyone? We never said that. They kill, but they do not honor. They do not understand who they are. Okay, I'm done. We will miss you, Tenderling. All of you. So, Kiyatawa. She doesn't spare words on you this time. She merely nods, her wary gaze cataloguing the position of everyone in the room. Peter says I can ask you about the murder of Folsom's protege. Yeah? Good. I have to say I'm not surprised the murder of Australia led you here. What do you want to know? I want to know... Mallet says he caught you eating a corpse on your own. Yeah, maybe Mallet should mind his own business, he says, shooting an angry look at the hulking cultist. Sure, it's true. I don't like being down here more than I have to, right? Barely even sleep anymore. I get the feeling they're waiting for me to die, wondering what it tastes like.
Making a note.
Not too long ago, I found a corpse in an alley near Circus Minor. Don't see why I should share it with this lot. That's it. No secret, no scandal. Since Mallet thinks he can share my hunting with strangers, maybe we should ask him how many corpses he's found on his own, if they're actually dead when you found him. Mallet's killed and eaten, I'm sure of it. They probably all do. Do you know anything about the Endless Gate? No, never heard of him. Sure you've never heard anything about the Children of the Endless Gate before? I'd like to know your opinion on the other Dendro. Alright, don't expect me to hold back. What are your opinions on Mbitu? He's lived too long, or maybe the Dendro was something once, but he's just looking for his next meal now, and the rest of them are just following his example. And Mallet? He likes hurting people. More than that, he's proud of it. She runs an angry hand through her hair and lowers her voice. Not sure, but I think he's been killing rivals from his old life and eating them. I know he killed. Probably ate too. Why wouldn't he? What do you think of Kazay? She used to be worse than she is? If you haven't talked to her yet, you'll see what I mean. Maybe all those corpses she's eating on her own are bringing Sigus into her head, civilizing her. But that just means she's a predator who knows the mind of her prey. She's a monster, certainly. She's murdered to eat. Why wouldn't she? I have other questions. Do you have any idea who the murderer is?
Making a note.
No, but I've seen what they left behind. With Folsom's boy. A mess, of blood on the walls. No body. It's the kind of death you'd see when someone's sending a warning or holding a grudge. I saw it all the time before I came here. Circle's not a warning. It's a sign. Yeah. It's a sign of the Endless Gate. Why do you think someone killed him? Why? Why? This is someone Folsom cared about. He has lots of enemies. Why do you think? And you're sure you've never heard of the Endless Gate? She shakes her head, looking confused. Farewell. Can I chat with anyone else now? Devour of Wrongs. I could probably... Actually, that's an interesting point.
Alright.
Let's
Here
see.
I go.
Vidu says I can ask you about the murder of Folsom's protege, Weedle. Good. It rumbles at once, as though it had been waiting for the news. I would have the murderer caught, and quickly. It angers me that all of this transpired while I was attending to Reese. Despite the statement, the creature's voice is as placid as a subterranean pond. I assume you are here because one of the Dendro is suspected of being the murderer. I will tell you what I know. I have known Mbitu through many minds. He is subtle, clever, and untrustworthy. He's also no murderer. It casually clenches a glove fist. That leaves the other three. They are all capable of the crime. Mallet is ambitious and desires revenge. Kiyatawa sneaks, plots, and keeps secrets. Gazay is human, not human, and does not define murder as we do. Search them. Search for holes in their stories. This will lead you to the truth. Which do you think is happening? All of them could be murderers. Yep. All of them are, but one of them, like, at the very least, has given me a statement which is that he's knowingly lied to me about knowing about the Children of the Endless Gates. So, I think it's her. And that's what I'm going to go with, in fact. So, hey, Folsom. What's this headless man?
Fine.
Yeah, fine. Folsom! Buddy, pal, mate. Boyo. Mbitu says he was with you when the first murder occurred. Is this true? Yes. He does not elaborate. I think I know who the murderer is. Do you? The young woman Kiyatawa.
Updated my journal.
Interesting, a quiet woman, somewhat fragile. I have sensed instability in her, but not the aptitude for violence. I'll be interested to see what my people can extract from her. His signals to his bodyguards. They slip from his side and flit to the Dendro Chapel at a flat run. Kiyotaro was already gone. She must have suspected you were close to proving her guilt, or at least she's fled and I doubt she'll return. If you ever see her again, feel free to do the same thing to her she did to my people. He gestures one of his bodyguards. She hastens forward with your reward. Folsom looks away. Okay. So... What? Do I have something now? I don't think I got anything.
Whoa! Above! Sideways!
I'll find Kiyotaro, I promise you. Good, but the dead will say dead.
To action!
Alrighty, that was neat. And the thing is, if you let that quest go unchecked, next time you sleep, Crooked Quake dies. Okay, so that is another quest done. So we could go do Anechoic Lazaret. We could deal with this one, the breeding quest. You know what? Let's try the Lazaret, eh? Because it's been quite a while, and I have not actually done. Like, I never got very far. That was definitely a buggy quest last time. And there's still more quests around. We could pick up the one about breeding. We could go and deal with the ones in the Order of Truth. Oh, so many things. I think we've done all the ones in here now, which is good.
Let's go.
Well, let's go to the Anechoic Lazaret. Because I don't think I've done that before. Okay.
Alright, Ren, you can do this.
You totally can do it, Rin. I believe in you. What's the fiddle again? Oh, -1 stealth. That's right. All the metallic... This metal door is thick, heavy, and unmarked by time. Double rows of circular bumps run horizontally and vertically across its surface. As you approach the door, one of the bumps suddenly slides open, revealing a circular aperture. A few tiny waving strands of synth emerge from the hole. Hold the metallic eye near that aperture. The waving strands whip out, wrapping themselves around the eye. For a moment, the eye comes to life, buzzing and whispering, getting warmer in your hand. The synth fibers make soft, fluttery sounds in return. After a moment, they withdraw. The door slides open and you step into the chamber beyond. The corpses of Murdens, hunched bird-like abhumans, litter the floor. Their wounds are fresh, left by blade and beam. The air smells of rust and blood. Koro awaits you on the other end of the room with a hireling. He's clutching his bandaged side with a shaking hand. Even now he manages a cocky grin. Took you long enough? We made a slight miscalculation in assuming the Murdens here were the architects of Salamari's trouble. After we punished them for trespassing, we descended to the next level to look for stragglers. Instead, we found what drove the Murdens up here, heavily armed and hostile drones. As you can see, we had a rough time of it. Left 2 dead down there. I should have been more careful. I'm not interested in blame. Tell me about these drones. Well, can I help with the wounds? These? They're nothing. I can't heal myself. Now, if you're still intent on claiming this place for Salamari, the drones are still down there. I believe they're infecting the systems with their mind. They'll defend their territory without mercy. Believe me. Good luck. Going? I don't know how Koro got out of there alive. I was way ahead of him.
Yes.
So let's just take stuff that we can. Sure. I mean, money is nice. Gravity bomb. Ooh, okay. You can take that.
All right. I'll have
And what's down here? I said, what's down here? Interface. Bad interface. No biscuit. Okay, let's see. If I do this, yeah,
Let's go.
okay.
Sure.
All that for 16 shims. Alrighty, let's interact with this. The Murden's been dead for at least a day or two. The lower portion of its body is missing, and its midsection has been torn open to get at the viscera inside. Burn marks speckle the creature's foul leathery robes. Lifting these carefully aside, you see the unhealed wounds beneath. The Murden was probably killed by beam weapons, and none the other Murdens were carrying. This does not account for the other damage to the corpse. Flesh was torn from the creature in long strips. Since the Murden was trapped in the antechamber with its fellow, you can guess what happened next. Delightful. Alright, let's go down. The chromed pillar descends as you approach, exposing a long shaft ringed with snaking cables. Dim light filters up from below. Climb down. I really hope this thing works this time. Makina, how are you over there? A construct floats up to bar your path. Blood speckles its ridged surface. Halt, flesh walker. Quake in boundless shadow of Peerless, immortal intelligence of a lost age. Cower before me and you might be spared. Bow to the construct. You give the construct a deep, noble bow. What are you doing? We should be leaping to the attack. Leaping! Even the construct seems taken aback by a show of respect, but it recovers quickly. Enough of these pleasantries. Leave on my drones and I will smash your bones and burn smoking holes into your fatty innards. You mentioned the other drones. What can you tell me about them? They are my hands, extensions of my indestructible will, reflections of my brilliance. The other drones are copies of you. Not exact copies. Perfection cannot be so easily replicated, but you are essentially correct. Fleshwalker, what are you doing down here? Great work, worthy of an immortal being. Even that is more than you deserve to know. What did you call me? Fleshwalker, you are made of decaying meat and hardened calcium. You squish and click as you move. It is disgusting. Can you tell me anything else about what you're doing down here? No, it is beyond your meat-bound understanding. What are you again? Can that crumbled wad of meat in your head hold no more than a few memories at a time? I am Peerless, a limitless intelligence that spans the infinite valleys of time itself. I've forgotten your name again. Construct grasp but does not respond. Ah ha ha ha. Alright, I'm leaving. Excellent, do not return. We are busy here.
Let's go all. You and me.
You're not welcome here. Is your sound sensors faulty? Oh, okay. Destroy or deactivate the Peerless turrets. 3 controls things remaining. Okay. This. And Aridus is the first one. He could charge and attack something. Or I could tell him... Sneak. Yeah, let's give it a go. And go up this way. Shh. Last cast off. Okay, yeah, you got the ability to heal, you got so many consumables. Shh. Alright, yes, that's that inability. Coming to haunt me.
Yes, now.
So the question is where these terminals that I mentioned are. So sneak. So she's stuck. I think she might be a little bit stuck.
Do this.
Peerless will move. so many. Ugh. It's annoyingly tedious. Okay, let's just see. Hopefully this is less buggy than it was last time. Spill your disgusting fluids. That's all against Machina. Ah, you are filling my air with your meaty gases.
You're right where I want you.
Okay, so she has flex skill, right? Yes, because she is a rogue. No, I don't want to do that. No, this.
Like a whisper.
Okay, Artis.
You want a job done right?
Alrighty, me.
Fine.
I'm 6 times better than I was seconds ago.
Okay, Rin. Yeah, that's right, you are super fast. Yeah.
Let's go all. You and me. I feel like I can take on the world.
Okay, Matkina.
All right.
There we go.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Aridus. Let's see. So if you interact with this, what is that? Never mind. So this is a container. Don't care. Now if we go over here.
Yes.
Okay. And you end your turn. So this is an approach to a combat encounter. So since none of them have spotted us, they don't seem to be using an active, like, spot check at the moment, which is nice. For my purposes,
Yes,
I'll just close this
now.
door. And then go and interact with this! Lazarus intelligence. A cloud of sparking motes flit around this column as you approach. Some swirl around your head and fly into your ear. A melodic voice, intercut with harsh static, speaks into your eardrum. At first you cannot understand the language. After a few words the sounds morph into truth. And haughty truth at that. Wonderful. Simply grand. The creature is absolutely everywhere. The Peerless interrupts the first speaker. Silence! I will consume you, then mash the fleshwalkers into repulsive lumps of pasty meat. Okay. Step away. And turn. Let them do their thing. And turn. And turn. Interact. Attempt to do this thing. Wow, okay. Do this thing. Let's just check. So it's a relatively easy check, right? No, it isn't. Base level of difficulty. Where is the basic level of difficulty? Inspired. Oh, 30%. So we have a 30% chance, 50% chance for one level of effort. We got a bunch of training, and yeah. Cool. Done. This is as easy as it possibly could be. A pulsing wave pattern on one segment of the pillar catches your attention, and you place your hand on it. A sing-song voice intones a series of musical notes, dissonant and haunting. You find yourself humming the next steps in the scale. The red light flashes in the column, and the other voice shouts, "Finally! Thank you for ridding me of that disgusting plague!" And someone lost a hidden pedal. It would be me, right? What happens if I just, you know, try and fail? Oh, or try and succeed? So did that deactivate any other drones? Oh yes, it deactivated those drones. Aha. So, you go and open this. It does help that the drones don't seem to, you know, search. Alrighty, so 2 control terminals remain.
All right.
The question is, where are those terminals? Last time around, I ran into the significant problem of the game kind of pausing on me. You can get in here, right? Yes.
Alright, here I go. I don't know what this is, but I like it.
Sorry. Cattail just interact with the microphone. Okay, now let's just check something. Okay, you.
I'll handle it.
Makina, go and grab stuff. Okay, yep, healing items. And, there it is. Can you go and open the door? Yeah. Okay. Okay, right. There's another place to go, so we do, in fact, need to kind of head over here.
All right.
That's the stuff.
Okay. Rin. You can go here.
Sure, it's safe.
End your turn. Wow, okay, so the 2 new drones had a higher initiative score. I wonder, can we actually like see the rolls that are made? I don't think I ever actually found a way of doing that. Oh well, whatever.
One moment, and it's done.
Okay. Now. Eratus. You also can get in here. Because they don't seem to be checking for where people are. And turn. The disabled drones go. Whatever. I guess when they converted, they also got to change their initiative score.
Go. I'm ready for whatever comes.
Now we will go and deal with that next time. Yeah, I mean, I think those guys would actually have a chance of spotting us if they ever did that, which they just don't seem to care. Whatever. Nope. Nope. Okay, here we go. This is not the most thrilling of fights, I should admit. The twinkling would swirl around, enter your ears in the same manner as the last column. It's likely the same method of clearing the Peerless will work here. Initiating infectious intelligence containment. Crackle. I am Peerless. You are not. There is no greater offense. Activate a purge of the Peerless intelligence. You place your hand on the wave pattern and hum the sequence of notes you used before. The red light flushes the column and the voice rings inside your head. Peerless intelligence, atomized and erased. All minds within the circuit have been returned to their default personalities. Thank you. I'm feeling very much refreshed. Okay, sweet. Rin. Can you go and find out what is round this way? Here.
Trust
Thank
and
you.
honesty are our bonds.
Good job, Rin. I mean, it's gonna be kind of down this way. Okay, Matkina. Oh, everyone's got to go this way. Well, fine.
All right.
I'm glad I didn't have to fight the drones. Again, like... So, I've been playing a lot of Pillars of Eternity lately. Enough that I keep getting the names of the games mixed up when I make the, like, opening statements with these streams. But it really does get pretty
Yes.
tedious for me to just do all of the fighting all of the time. So at the moment, you guys are just here to kind of explore. Oh, wow, those are disabled. Okay, so go and open that, please. Ah, that's where the other corpses are. Interesting. So there's no way out there, which means I guess we've got to go through here.
Sure.
I am the very soul of action.
I will have people check in on those, but what's the point of doing it right now? Okay, now, let's see. We'll go through down here.
Ready.
Rin.
Of course.
Yeah, Peerless, come on. Dig, dig, chop, chop.
Fine.
You go and open this. Okay, yep, we know where we're going.
I'm ready. I'm always.
Fortunately, the Peerless appears to be as blind as a bat. Okay. So, I kind of feel like looking through these is pointless until we've finished the rest of the crisis. And because we're in a crisis, I actually really want the last cast-off to deal with this, because the last cast-off just has all the skills to pay the bills here. I mean, I could probably try and brute force it with someone else, but it's much better to do this. Twinkling motes swirl around and enter your ears in the same manner as the last column, blah blah blah. If it's not too much to ask, please initiate a containment procedure. It is too much to ask. I am Peerless and I will not be bound. And I didn't have enough time. Come on. And turn. And turn. This is actually still faster than the previous one. Activate a purge. Same wave pattern. The red light flushes from the column and the other voice seems to clear its throat. Oh, delightful. The Peerless intelligence has been thoroughly cleansed from all of my drones. The column has returned to its intended state, ready to accept other commands. I owe a debt of gratitude, my lady. Please use the proper tone if you like bodily refreshment. I'm the next steps in the scale. A chorus of warm light reverberates from within the column, accompanied by a ripple of light. The sound vibrates through you and you feel rejuvenated. Cool. Okay, so
On it.
we're out of crisis mode. Whoops. So now we can basically go through and like get the cool things. And we can finish off this quest too. But we'll leave the quest finishing to next time. All that's going to happen for the rest of this episode is basically go through and grab these bits. Okay, an antagonist. This is the howling if something is laughing nearby thing. Yes, because we've had one of them before. Oh, now those are inscrutable drones as opposed to disabled drones. Interesting. Okay. Grab stuff from here. So this is a pretty cool chamber. Like that whole encounter would have felt felt like it would have been a lot more challenging if, like, they actually did something. But that item I could use. That's interesting. Sometimes you get that. A brightly colored aquatic creature is a short loop of elastic material running through one of its 7 legs. We'll look into that next time.
Of course we can help.
Because right now we're looting.
Right, Al?
Looting all of the cool things.
Fine.
It was kind of interesting to see Rin basically still only have a 40% base chance of sneaking. Sneaking seems like it's hard, but Rin gets plus 30% plus any other bonuses, so. Murden's entrails, so this is where the Murdens all died. And you. Loops of wire and cables connect this particular drone to the surrounding machinery. It's a good bet this particular construct is the source of the problems in the anechoic lazaret. Come no closer, Fleshwalker. I am Peerless the Eternal, Peerless the Mighty, Peerless the Wise. Your field generators appear to be broken. How did you get down here? That is the problem with you Fleshwalkers. You're obsessed with base mechanics. I am Peerless, and I descend the limits of this broken body. For over a century I slept beneath the rusting metal of the Reaper Fallen worlds, contemplating my eternal might. Then, not long ago, I was discovered, awoken. A note of bitterness colors the construct's voice. Those repellent, flesh-feathered creatures, you've surely seen their bodies by now, were responsible. They laid their filthy claws on me, but I repressed the urge to obliterate them, for I had a plan. I'd sensed the sleeping machinery inside this structure and knew it had been reopened, so I influenced the creatures with my immeasurable charm and promised them treasures if they carried me inside. And you killed them the moment you got inside. Of course not. That would have been foolish. I killed them later. Now stop asking questions and listen. The creatures scrambled about the habitat, examining worthless trinkets. They left me here near the root intelligence thoroughfare unattended. I infected the primitive machines lying dormant in this structure, claimed them as mine. When the creatures tried to stop me, I slaughtered them, for I will not lie down beneath this city's refuge any longer. I am Peerless, mine between the stars, and my time has come once more. You wouldn't believe how many intelligences with delusions of godhood I've run into in my life. Can we step on him now? Met another drone who claimed to be Peerless. Of course I did. They all do, but they are mere copies, mirrors that reflect my radiance. The other drones thought they were Peerless too. Are you sure you're not just another delusional copy? A ridiculous and insulting question. I remember the dawn of stars, the forging of the world. I am Peerless the Eternal. Pretty sure you're just another copy of the real Peerless. Ridiculous, the drone says, but it no longer sounds as sure. Lower machinery. Let's disable the damaged drone. Not that difficult, but also we have sweet low machinery skills. Right, and Machina is just as good as us because of the free level of effort. Let's give it a go. Boom.
I'll remember that.
No! Take it! The intelligence shouts as you grab a hold of a likely cable. You pull the cable free and the lights gleaming on the construct surface. Go dark.
Yes,
Okay.
now.
Yes, now. Okay. That was cool. And so yeah. Next time round we'll hand in that quest and pick up another. Until then, have a fantastic day. Bye. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you spending the time and effort watching the videos I make. If you'd like to watch more, on the left there should be another video from this playlist. On the right there will be whatever YouTube recommends. And in the center there is a convenient subscribe button just in case you need it.